Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. We just got back. This is Minecolonies, and this is the Minecraft mod level 15. 15, what do you call it? The particular one. Hi. Yes, we have a very loud spider, but that spider's actually underneath the restaurant. Look at the restaurant. This was the restaurant that was in such bad shape, and we are in the process of fixing it, and I'm going to continue for a minute. That is how we are going to start. Hello, I see you. Thank you for being here. Yes, my YouTube and my Facebook are unpredictable. You would have to subscribe or whatever it is, so that you get the notification that I'm going to do it. But here we are, and let's get to it, because I'm going to work on this floor. So I'm going to change my view. I'm going to go right here, and look what we've got. So let's go here and see. You can see the spider on the map that's underneath us. I'm actually going to take all of these away for right now. I'm going to take them away, and we'll see what we do. Of course, we have to have tables. The corner booth is there, but the table's not there yet. I think I'd like to have a corner booth in each corner, but we're going to take up this part of the floor right now, and we're putting down concrete powder, because concrete powder looks like linoleum. And so this is a restaurant, and it's going to have an old-fashioned linoleum floor. Oop. So we're going to have the floor from the outside. We're going to have to get those doors. Let's see, did we collect anything? No, we didn't. Good. So let's do this. Let us do the door, I think, from this way. Let's see, right now. There's one. Nope. Yes. That is actually what we wanted to do. There's one there and one there. There we go. Okay. And now let's continue. So yes, there are some caves down below the restaurant that we've tried to do some things with, but we do have problems with them from time to time. There's Tobias. And Tobias and Agnes are eating. He came to the door. She came to the door to meet him, and she was very happy to see him, which is interesting. Tobias is, maybe because of the sound of the spiders. Maybe that's why. But now she uses her kitchen. She wouldn't use her kitchen before. She was standing on the countertops and all sorts of things. But now she goes right into the kitchen and greets the people. And of course, they all come into the kitchen after her. But yeah, that's what she's doing. So let's take these right here. Let's put one of these in this corner. Also, we'll put a set of seats there and a set of seats here. And then right in these areas, we'll use a different type of seats. Now for the tabletop, let's look at tables for a minute. So we only have the one kind of table now. We used to have two tables, but we don't anymore. The only dining room tables are tables with a single leg. And these tables are pretty nice looking. So I think we're going to use the stripped acacia tables to match the rest of the restaurant. And we're going to put one there, And over here, we need this one. Do we want that so close? Yeah, we actually do. But now that we've removed this part, let's just go ahead and put the floor right there. Put this back. I think we do want that, which means that this is the big table. Right here, this way or this way? Let's see, which way do we like it? I think I like it better like that. Why don't we do this? Why don't we have that area like that? And that's where people sit. And if they want some extra chairs, this is what we're going to do now. So let's pick a chair. And let's pick the stripped acacia to go with it. And let's do, or, no. Chair. To match the fact that we're using those, let's do the stripped dark oak might look the best. Let's look at something and see if there are stripped stairs. Let's see if there are, oh, I should talk into the mic, shouldn't I? Let's see if there are stripped stairs. I don't think there are. Nope, not yet. So those are just stone. And so we can have a couple more tables. We could have a table here. We can have a table here. And we can have a table here. So these sets of tables are going to have chairs. So which chairs do we like? Let's see. I think those look like they're supposed to be with this. So we can put that. We can put chair here and here. And let's put another chair here and here. And then over in this corner right here, this is the large seating corner. Let's put those two chairs there. So that's for a large family coming in. 5 people can sit there. And then 4 people can sit, 3 people can sit there. Let's put another chair here. And here comes people. And so this is what her kitchen looks like. Now her kitchen is, and let's just get one of these for a minute. And we're going to look at her kitchen for a second. I'm actually going to write it down here because her kitchen is a macaw furniture piece. Today is 12 July, Sunday. And I want the name of the mod. So let's go here. And it is, oh, it's cooking for blockheads. K-I-N-G for blockheads. C-K-H-E-A-V-S. Has some wonderful kitchen pieces which we are using in the restaurant. Both Crayfish and Cooking for Blockheads has some great, great furniture. Furnishings. That's what we should say. All right, so here we are. Let us put all of this away. Yes, that spider. And let us bring these guys down. And let's go out. It is sunset, so I can just watch them leave. But I'm much happier with this restaurant. And there goes one of the Cranfords and Bailey leaving. Now, what am I talking about? Because that's an interesting thing. I'm almost positive. Let's look at Bailey for a second. I'm going to the Akasha records. Bailey is Isaac Kennedy's kid. And the Cranfords, that was definitely Colton. Colton's the only Cranford it could be. All the other Cranfords are girls. So let us look here and let's look for people. So all that cave underneath where the skeletons live is right there. So they have a big family home underneath her restaurant, and their pet spider making a lot of noise. But here we are in the middle of the night, and when we wake up, I did not get the word once again that all the colonists are tucked in. So I'm going to check the couple of colonists that I know can get lost. And that, while I'm checking, I can tell you about the new colonists. So we had children arrive last Monday, and they are all, look at that. See where I'm standing? Nah, I can't tell. I honestly can't tell. I'm going to recall him and make him go back home. He was probably home already, but I'm going to have him go back home. And you see that did nothing for where he was. I have this person here. I'm going to go up here and see who this is. It's like there's a person right here. Two people, and they're in bed. So that is Allison, and her son returned home to live with her, Colton, because Kevin was killed. Kevin was the fisherman, and Colton, her son, returned home to live with her. And because he does not have a chosen right now, and both his sisters do. Julianne, the sister that Colton was in love with, she is with Dylan, and they have a child of their own now. And so they are definitely happy. And then this is Paisley right here. So it wasn't him. So let's go across the way and let's check the university area and make sure that everyone got home over there. But while we are checking, let's make sure that we don't have any of the farmers. Owen likes to go up to his Asian garden up here, his Asian garden, and he likes to spend a lot of time here because of his dearly beloved Millicent, who is also gone. She was killed. Look what we did this week. Colton and Isaac got, actually, Isaac and Owen, who owned the farm, got Colton, the stonemason, to recreate this butte, this piece of the mountain in stone as a permanent art piece. This used to be a piece of rock and dirt that was sitting in front of their farm, but it was interesting. It's just a thing that they dug into the mountain, that a mountain used to be there, and now they have this beautiful farm with this beautiful Asian garden on the very top of their farm. So that is what they did. But every once in a while, they go up there. Let's see if in our magical arts complex, let's see if we have, if he's stuck here. Sometimes he gets stuck here, but I do not see him. So he is not stuck. However, where is that? I think that just, nope, it didn't disappear. So that is right here. Ah, it's Creeper. Okay. Creepers don't blow up in Minecolonies. So I've got to do better about the sound so that it's not so soft. So yeah, Hugo, who is our professor of magical arts, is did go home to his family. And let us look and see also Diana. Not Diane. She is the school teacher and she's definitely home. But Denise, who owns the shop, the university gift shop, she has been having trouble at home, but I think it's been worked out. Let's see who's with Muhammad tonight. I can't tell. Let's see who's over here. Let's see if it's, nope, it's still not worked out. Denise is sleeping in her son's apartment where her mother in law, Isabel, is supposed to be sleeping, but that's not what's been happening. And so I might have to figure something out with the mother-in-law so that she is not in this house. That's, of course, assuming Muhammad wants to live with his woman, with the woman who is the mother of his second child. The mother of his first child is unknown, and there is a rumor that it might be Violet from the university, the professor at the university. Denise and Violet are young. He likes intelligent women, and so there is a good possibility that that is who Andrew's mother is, Muhammad's other son, Andrew. And but Andrew now is the Andrew is our oars manufacturer and lives on the other side of town. So what are we going to do about Isabel? And the reason I say that is because Isabel lost her husband, and she might be using that with Muhammad, that she is unhappy, and he is asking Denise to just kind of understand. But this is the house that William built for Isabel and Muhammad, and I think they have one more son. For them to live here. Let's see, William and Isabel, and no, so Muhammad is their only kid. So for them to live here, and for William and Isabel to live here, and then for Muhammad and his chosen to live here, or for William and Isabel to live here, and then Muhammad, his chosen, and his kid to live here. But Isabel is not going over here. So that is a little drama there. We just saw Houston and Benedict going to work. Benedict is working on the University Tavern, and taverns only go up to level 3, so he is almost done. 21% is left. I think that is what's left, or that's what's done. If that's what's done, yeah, that's what's done. This is a huge project, and that's probably why they only go up to level 3, because they're finished at level 3, really and truly. We're going to rise up here for a moment and go over to the University Tavern. He started building it a while ago, but since last Sunday. And so look at all these additional things. Look, they do serve food. And isn't this lovely, the way this these are barrels that they're using for the bar. Whoop. that don't work. That one's not in properly, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. Should we fix it now? We can. I don't want to do anything because he's working on it and I don't want to interfere with what he's doing. Maybe he'll fix it later. So this is the upstairs that goes up to this open air area, and we could leave it like this, but we're actually going to have him complete the entire building. And the reason we are is because until he does, we will not have the private bedrooms down here, which is what he is probably working on. So here is the storage, and it's just such a gorgeous build. I just love it. And then down here we have some and I don't know why those are missing. We'll find out. But here are the bedrooms, and look at the wardrobes. These are vanilla wardrobes, and by vanilla I mean they're a part of the build. And they're beautiful. What an amazing idea. And look at the beds. This is also part of the vanilla, them using that to make headboards for the beds. Interesting painting on that wall there, using the trap doors as a painting. So there's one room. Here's the second room right here. And this room, oh, look at that. That's nice. That's actually a music speaker, but it looks great. And then they're using the bamboo tabling in this room. And then in this room, look at the little tiny room. But it does have what it needs. It does have a wardrobe. I love these. I love these. So this is probably meant to be a closet there. But see, he's still working. See, there's stuff that he's working on. So we're going to let him finish. Now, what you're looking at on the map, when I turn this way, behind this building is a big road section for the skeletons who live in the mountain. So there's a big family house and home in those areas. So that is what we see. We are sharing this land with them. And now we're back up on the first floor. And there are the tables in this area. He's got some big tables, tables for everyone to sit at and to share together. But this is the university tavern, so that fits the feel of the university. And then something else we did last week. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to take a shortcut like Benedict is doing down through Ranger David's tower to go to here. So before Benedict started on the tavern, he was working on the mausoleum and he finished it, and this is it. I don't know whether these gravestones will stay. They might be in danger. There has been some sort of clash over the art that these tablets were. And so they might go away, which is the reason why I only have one name engraved so far. You can engrave the names on here. And this grave belongs to Aaron Corby, who is the very first builder of this place. And this is the mausoleum. Now, the mausoleum was just this building right here, but we have put in stairs. I haven't done anything with the floors in here. So that's the reason why these are temporary stairs. And we needed an anteroom to have this anvil, because the anvils needed to engrave the stones. So we wanted to have sort of like a work, we can sort of make it look like an altar or something when it's completely done. But this is the main part of the mausoleum. We haven't done the walls. We haven't done anything. We have this idea for the catacombs, but like I said, because there's a question about these two tombstones, we might have to pick a different type of material. And speaking of which, let's look at them for a minute. I just want to see. It doesn't say who the person is. So at this point, I'll have to find out through a different way. But hopefully the things that we already have in the world will stay. And then we got a chance to use the vertical slab that Quark has provided for the first time to make an actual coffin. And it turned out really nicely. So we were making this for the vampire, for Vincentius, and that is as far as we've got. And we'll come back and do some more work on this at another time. But right now, we were just showing that to you. I love the day-night. These lights go on at night, and the graveyard fills with mist at night, which is so beautiful, so amazing. So this is the bridge. This is actually a wall piece, and it's buried in the ground so that this part of the wall matched the walkway that we wanted to have between these three buildings. So that's what we did. We buried it. However, we might end up having to put a wall in this section. I like the natural security of the mountain here, but we might want to do something to show that this is the area of the mausoleum, that this is the mausoleum wall right in this area. Now there is a little walkway behind here that goes behind the university and over to the university apartments. I'm going to right quick have our miner Christopher come and remove the coal from this wall, because that would be a precious material and they wouldn't leave it there. So this is the university right here. And yes, this glass window does not really have a view. I don't know whether I want to create one. It would change the security of this area. If we did that, we would have to actually, right where this is, seal up these two places right here and have that be able to look out on the desert. I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to leave it like that. That's actually a decoration for inside the university, that it has that beautiful wall is a decoration for the inside of the university, because that's what that looks like right there. That's pretty amazing. And yeah, but it's also glass, so it can be broken. Yes, they have a mascot, a chicken mascot. This is the level 5. I believe it was finished the last time we were here, but I don't know whether I showed it or not. This is the entryway, the area where food is served. This is the sort of kitchen area here, and this is the cafeteria right here, and this is the dean's office. Now this is a perfect example. We haven't really done anything with the dean's office right here. So this is something that we'll probably look at and see what we want to do. Because this is a fortress, and this wall here, they're using one of these to make a grand chair here. And I don't think we have any grand chairs left. In old Crayfish, Mr. Crayfish, in 12, we had an amazingly beautiful chair. Let's look at sofas. And so all we now have now are chairs and sofas for this. We don't even have the modern ones that we could use to make that look like an office chair. So I think that's why we haven't done too much with the chairs in this area. Right now, I think I'm just going to replace that chair with this chair right here, since I took that chair away, and replace these with this. For right now, we could replace the desk as well, but I haven't really done a lot of work in here. I like these booths, and they're going to stay. I'm okay with the floor. This is a large university, and so those kinds of things are going to stay. Now, I think the last time that I did do a tour of the theater, but you could tell me if you want to see it again. But right here, I'm going up the stairs past the mezzanine classrooms all the way up here, and this leads to, I think I passed it. Let's go in. This leads to the walkway here. We're going to put a walkway across that is right here, and we're going to put it across to the university. That's one of the things we're going to be working on. We have some work we're doing in this week coming up, and I hope that works. But let's go this way, because this is the observatory, and they've done such a beautiful job, and I'm just going to show this again. So this is the telescope, and if you stand right here and look in, you can see the sky and the stars. And I just think that is so cool that they did that. We're going to take these two torches away, and we're going to set lanterns right here. Let's get lanterns so we don't have smoke spoiling the really beautiful thing that they made with that. So let us put a lantern here, and let's put a lantern there. That should be enough for that. We could put lanterns here. But in actuality, let's do end rods. Now this is a place for end rods, and let's put them in here. And we have all sorts of new materials having to do with the fact that this is 15. Yes. And we can put we'd have to put 2 there, and I'm not going to like that. So let us take that one off and that off, and just have that, like, yeah, that works. We could actually do that here. Will they? Yes, they will. But they look like they're floating. So let's put one there, and let's put, ooh, this is what we can do. This is perfect. Yes, that I like. Okay, so that's to take care of the light that we took away, so that when you look through here, you see sky. It's like you're looking through the telescope at the sky, and I love it. And also, then you have this as your portal, so you can use this as the portal. Now, I haven't put the portal in just because portals are noisy. So when I want to use the portal, I will put it in at that time. It's late. We still didn't get the response that everyone's sleeping, and I'm not sure why. I still can't find the person who's missing, but we have 2 hours to sunrise. And, oh, one other place to check. Let's make sure that, because the Japanese, I keep wanting to call it the Japanese garden, because the Asian garden is up high, the delivery people sometimes have trouble finding it, but no, I think that was them just being in mourning over Kevin and, not Kevin, Nathan and Aubrey losing their little girl. Nathan and Aubrey lost Agnes, who took William's place as a builder and was barely a builder for like 2 seconds when she was killed. They still have their son, Abraham, but they lost their little girl. And Kevin was really upset about that. Nathan and Kevin both were very, very upset about that. Kevin does have one kid. He has Christopher, who is the wait. Yes, Christopher, who is the minor. Wait, why do I have that? Christopher. I have 2 different things. I have that Christopher is Owen and Luna's child in one area, and then I have that Christopher belongs to Kevin, that Kevin's the dad. I don't think so, and maybe that's what the thing, because Christopher is with Owen, and right now living with him. And do I have a pencil where I can fix this? I think I originally did have Christopher be Kevin's kid. I'm going to have to straighten this out. I'm looking at the Akasha records, and I have an error that I'll have to straighten out. There's Stephen. Stephen is who Owen and Isaac picked to run the Japanese garden, and he always has trouble getting up here. I wonder if I used the lead. Would he remember the walk? He finds his way home every night, but he can't find his way there. And that is very odd.
Away.
So let's see if I can walk him up to the, let's see, there it is. Let's go this way. Let's go up these stairs right here. Is he following me? Yes, he is. So we're going up these stairs around this corner. Yes, he's following me still. Up these stairs. And is he still with me? Yes, he is. And around this corner and up these stairs. And this is where he is losing it. And up to here. And here he is. So I'm going to take
What's
this
it today,
off.
Dan?
And
Yes,
let's see.
sir.
Whoops.
Right away.
Let's see what he wants. Let's put this away. Let's put these things all away here. Oops. And there he
What's
is.
it today, Dan?
I think he wants compost. That has to do for now. He's used all the compost that he had been given. And let's see what he has. So the delivery people have come and gotten all of the flowers that he made. Look at that. It's totally empty. So he'll have to wait for a delivery of compost from them. And I'm just going to leave him alone. I don't know. Should I call him here? Let's recall the worker for right now. Just so that he is not under the spell of the lasso, the magic lasso. And he's asking
If
again.
you say so.
And yes, that has to do for now. So, Stephen is a botanist. He was researching at the university when Owen and Isaac asked him to come and manage the Asian garden. And Stephen was thrilled to do this because this gave him a place to grow rare plants. And Owen is ecstatically happy with the work that Stephen's done with the plants. Gerard is looking at Scarecrow. I'm going to pull Scarecrow out of the compost area. Hi. Hi, you. Let's pull him out. He probably followed some creature, but we need Scarecrow to be... Actually, truthfully, we need Scarecrow to be at this location right here. 'Cause even though we did light it up some more, we are still getting an amount of creatures here. So yes, we had to light this area. You'll see some extra lanterns in this area. There's Isaac leaving his farm building. And we finally did finish the wall in Isaac's area. We still have this butte here that we actually need to decide what we're going to do with this mountain piece. We could change it into grass and plant things. And speaking of planting, even though this is a level 3, if I'm not mistaken, City Hall, I'm going to check and see if it's a level 4. We actually put in a garden around the walkways. We made it easier for them to get up to the stairs there. And let's see what number this is. It is in fact a 4. It is the 4. So this has only one more and it will be the level 5. And I just haven't I want to sort of hold on to the lower level right now of it because I'm still making plans, looking at the way things work. Even though I'm in creative and things work a little tiny bit differently, I'm trying to notice some things about buildings for when I'm playing with the developers, which I am. The Minecolonies team has their own YouTube channel, and they have Let's Play with the developers. And I'm not streaming that because they're streaming it, but I am a part of that, and it's just wild. I have been playing Minecolonies in such relative safety for so long that being in a situation of relative safety and relative wealth, meaning having creative, so I don't have to go out and get 64 of something before I can build something. And so it's interesting to be in the developers on the developers server and play with them because of that, because of those restrictions. It's very, very fun, and I'm having a fun time doing it. So yes, so we got another set of children, and those children helped us fill these jobs that hadn't been filled. And I think you'll remember some of them. That one was the professor of magical arts, which Hugo filled. Hugo is Diego's son. Diego is the dean of the university. We also got Carson to be our blacksmith. So we have a blacksmith now, and it is Carson, and there he is. And he is very friendly with our Fletcher. And this is our Fletcher right here. I think I went the wrong way to get to her door right here. This is her shop, and she's responsible for all of the bows and tools in that way. So the two of them work closely together. And there is Florence. And Florence is Christian, who is the professor who heads the university library, and Diana, who is the school teacher for the university prep school. And so those two kids are doing this job. Gerard, who is our, hello Riley, Gerard, who is our new composter, is the youngest kid. He is an environmentalist, and he is very, very radical, passionate. That would be the word. And so that's the reason why he is running the composter. And yes, sadly, he looks like a little old man, but he's actually the baby boy of the community. He's the very last person to come in at this time. When Agnes was killed, he is a Hakeborn, and his parents are Mohammed and Denise. So let us see here. Yes. And so, yeah, that's right. Denise is actually Dylan and Julian's kid. Denise and Stephen are both Dylan and Julian's kids. And it's like, Dylan and Julian, weren't they kids? Yeah, but they're actually the first kids, the first 10 kids who came in. And Gerard is after the second 10 kids that who came in. So those jobs were filled. There goes Kevin. And yeah, I'm going to have to fix that because Christopher actually has Leela's last name, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know that I can justify. Let me look here. So both of them are downstairs. That is so interesting. Let's look here. Yes. Am I correct that Christopher has that name? He has Leela's name. So that means that Kevin is actually Leela's dad. So if Kevin is Leela's dad, Christopher has been living with Owen. And because Owen lost Millicent, but Millicent and Owen, Millicent was one of the immigrants, who came in, and her last name is Chichester. So yes, so that's interesting. So in actuality, Christopher should be living here. Christopher should be living here. I can't change that in the middle of the night, but I can change it on my list here, on my Akasha records. I'm going to go to sleep so I can change this. Here we go. So let's go. I'm just going to walk to this edge here for just a moment, and we can watch this city street and the map for a second. Christopher. Yeah. And so this is not correct. I think we thought that Christopher, that's what we did. But we didn't look at Christopher's last name when we did that. We didn't see that he was a Coggeshall. So Christopher's dad is actually Kevin, Christopher's dad, and I'm going to put this right here. Kevin with Luna, and not with Luna, because Luna is, let me find Luna in this list. I think that Luna is from the first generation, so we don't know yet who Kevin had Christopher with, but we are going to fix that, and that's what we do. If I can find Luna on the list. If she's not on this list, that means she came in late, and that's actually good. So yes, she could very easily, be Christopher's mom with Kevin, and I think I'm going to do that. Okay, and Owen and Millicent. Owen and Millicent's kids were Paisley and Violet. And Paisley is his daughter, the Ranger Paisley, and she's actually the one who should be checking on him all the time. So, because she's right there where he lives. Let's look at the apartments here. We need some more housing in this area. And I'm going to look at this apartment. There's Sebastian, Ranger Sebastian. He is checking the neighborhood. And we don't have any place. So Mark is here, Andrew's here, Tobias and Stephen are all here. Now, Stephen's a Cranford. And let's see if there's room in the Cranford house for him. That's Allison. You know, Colton's living at home. Stephen is, let's find him. Why can't we find him? Oh, he's one of the ones who came in as a replacement. should have him here. There he is, Stephen. Ah, Denise and Julian's kid. So Stephen and Colton are going to, I'm going to move Stephen out of here and move him in with his grandmother and his uncle. So they're all going to live in Allison's house. We're going to move Christopher back here. So let's find Chris. Christopher is the minor, and that's why we want to move him into. Why am I doing that? Christopher. Yes, that's why we want him to live in this housing, which is close to where he works. And then we can put Stephen in his grandmother's house, and which is right up here. And Stephen, and let's see, I'll have to arrange the bedrooms up here. I think I took some beds away. So Allison's here, Colton is here, and Colton is Stephen's uncle, because Julianne, Colton's sister, is Stephen's mom, and Stephen is Dylan's kid, whereas Denise is the child that might possibly be Colton's kid. Yes. But Dylan knows that, and Dylan has made them honest. That's what he wanted to do. So let's get Christopher here before I forget that that's what I'm doing. And Christopher, I don't like these. I thought I was going to, but I don't like them. So I put those there. So I'm going to trade them out for these lights here. I'll put one there, and we're going to put one there. I haven't done anything in these places yet. That restaurant that I was working on earlier is the first that I've done in a while. Hi, Allison. Allison doesn't have a project, so she's in her bedroom resting. And up here, let's look at the boys' rooms up here. So this is Colton, and Colton's taking the day off. And then Stephen, I just want to make sure they're beds. Yes, Stephen's, yes, it's pink. Stephen's going to take one of these rooms as his own. And yeah, so there we have it. So that's good, because that allows us to put the 3 adults in here easily. Yes, I have so much to do. As you can see, only one of their windows has been changed for the fact that they're underground. And by underground, I mean in the mountain, the way dwarven homes are supposed to be. And so we haven't done any interior work on that place yet, because we worked on the restaurant, on Bailey's restaurant. Oh, and we worked on Gwyn's hospital clinic. This is Allison's place here. Allison's place we had actually worked on, and we changed her floors in the beginning. We didn't move out this furniture at the time, because we weren't supposed to be doing a lot of interiors then. There was so much work that needed to be done in the city, so we didn't do anything with that. So around the corner, this is Bailey, the owner of the restaurant, of the bakery, and Gwyn, the doctor. This is their home, and this is the city clinic, and it just got a little bit of a makeover. We actually put in this rug, this carpet was donated. Do I want to? Yes, I think I do. We're just going to take this away and have the doors come all the way to the street. And so let's have this be like this. So this carpet was donated to the clinic, and then their ceiling was fixed, and they got some special counter was put in for them. I was trying to get Gwen to go to the other side of this desk, but he won't, which sort of makes me want to move this right here. These, let me get one of them and move them to back here, right here like this, so that he can get to this desk here. Let's put in the carpet, and then let's put a chair here. We did have a chair, A-I-R. Let's put in the stripped birch chair. Let's put one right here. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so let's do that. We don't have a lot of chairs in this area. We could put some beside some of the beds here, just to show that someone could stay with these people. So I'm just adding those right now. But, and there's our doctor. So all of our doctors are dressed for plague, which is interesting since we on in this reality are having a plague. But I have not seen plague here for them. It is possible to have plague where people get the flu and all, but we've only had one of our soldiers actually be seriously sick. Now, the reason we started working on this clinic and changed it was because we got a glass blower upstairs, and the glass blower's ceiling is actually, I should say the glass blower's floor is actually the ceiling of the clinic, and that's why we wanted to fix it. This is the Dwarven Glassblowers building, and we were in the process of doing some interior work on this building. So we added the colored glass to these glass areas. It's thick enough that it looks good for the fact that those do not have a view. This is what we're going to tackle this week. No, it's not going to be a nether brick floor. This is the living quarters, actually, in this glass house. The glass house is made for the glass blower to live upstairs, even though he can't actually live upstairs yet. Look how big this is. So we will have to make some separate bedrooms up here and fix some of this area up here. We haven't done that yet. That's what we're going to do on Twitch this coming week. And we will show it to you on Sunday City Sundays this coming Sunday. Come on. There. But since they were using concrete as a part of this entryway, we changed it and put in terracotta that it's softer. This was actually there. See, it's on that floor too. So we are going to continue this theme when we go upstairs, and we're not going to change the cinder block. We don't change the cinder block in businesses. This front glass is the actual build, the actual vanilla build for this building. So, yeah, there we are. And that is we started taking some of this back. We are going to have to put maybe like a little outdoor area, garden, or maybe even, oh, that would be interesting. I don't think it's big enough though for a market stand, but wouldn't that be curious? Let me get this for a second. Let's see how big market stands are. Let's see if we could actually put one right in this area here. But we're probably going to make a little indoor public space here. We have a new type of craftsman, a concrete mixer, which we will look at this coming week. But let's go to decorations. Let's go to markets. And minor. Oh. Are they missing? Do we not have decorations? No, they're up here. Decorations, medieval, decorations, markets. Ah. So you see that? They're actually gone. Is that true? How interesting. Yeah. There's a new thing that's been added where they will build you a house. They'll build a player house. Stones, supply camps, walls. There aren't any. That's interesting. So that means that they've made decorations specific for certain areas. Like, for instance, decorations for acacia include climbing walls, or decorations for Asian include the bathhouse and deco pillars and graves. So they also have a grave area. So, lamppost. And there are those. Cool. So we'll be able to put these lampposts around the university. Nice. But right now, since there aren't any little market pieces, we'll have to figure something else out, tiny, that we can put in this space. And that'll be fun. We also need something right here in this little area here, like it's their yard, front yard or something. We'll see what happens with that. And that is, whoa, no. So it's okay if they're in town, but I can't have them on. Now, Luna might see, this is the housing area. They don't blow up. They want to be pets. And this one has lost its skeleton master, so it's trying to find a pet. And I'll show you what happens when I'm going to go to sleep right here. And I'll show you what happens when the people come out of these houses. So we have living here. Here he comes. And that's what happens. So they just get so excited that they just blow up. They implode and go away. So that's why I don't worry about them. And there goes Aubrey. She's going to her restaurant, and Nathan just left. Who's left up here? Abraham, their son. Abraham is the son that they still have. That's interesting. Nathan was in Abraham's apartment and slept there. So Abraham must have been talking to his mom, who both his mother and his father are having a really hard time about losing his Abraham's sister. But I didn't finish, did I? And I'm going to finish that. And that is with the 10 new kids that came in last Monday. We were able to finally have everyone over here. And so, as you saw, Christopher is our miner, and he now works here, and he's waiting for cobblestone stairs. Okay, I can give you that. And we're going to look here. He's working on the mine, and let us give him these for now. What I want to do is, since that's something he's going to ask for often, is to give him a full stack, STAIR, from my, I'm drawing from my, which I shouldn't. I'm not going to do that because there is so much. There's so much in, well, we'll do it this time, but I'll remember next time. There is so much cobble in the warehouse that I could just go there and make tons of stairs. So, but that is Christopher, and here we have Andrew, who is our ores manufacturer, and he is asking for ore to smelt. And here is Abraham, who's still at home. We're going to recall Abraham to here so we can see. There he is. Abraham, you're coughing.
What is
Are
it
you
today?
sick? It doesn't say he's sick. Let's look here. He seems to be... It's saying there's not enough guards in the colony. That's interesting. His health seems to be okay. He's hungry. Why are you hungry? Go to the restaurant. So, but yes, we did put in a desk here, because probably because what was here was probably purple. So we put a desk in there. We haven't really done much of anything else, except we did put in this floor. That this is not going to change. They are actually going to have the nether brick, since they are both smelters. They're having that. Now the concrete person, that's going to be interesting. I might be able to fit the concrete worker into this area right here, but that's something I'd have to be super careful about, and it depends on how high the concrete building is, because this is a dwarven this is the dwarven stonemason, and as you can see, it's a single height building, which works perfectly in this area. We haven't done anything in here. Let's call Colton to work. Let's just call him to work right now. There he is. Colton is sort of the one who started this conglomerate of ore and stone craftsmen, and then upstairs is his best friend Dylan, who is now chosen with his sister Julianne. And Dylan is at work. Hello, Dylan. No, you're not at work? What's wrong? What's the matter? You gonna tell me? Probably not. Wait a second. No, he's not tired. He's not requesting anything. He's just working. So Dylan is the sifter. We don't have a crusher. The crusher building is too big. This building, as it is, goes down. Yes, extends outside here, and was just a single story. Is that why? Or is it actually upstairs, and how do we get up there? Yes, I'm looking at the stupid ladder. Ah, yeah. Now, ordinarily, and this is something we might have to look at, I totally forgot about this. Let me punch a hole through here. Let me get a pickaxe, because this is supposed to be opened up. That's why this went here, because it had this area, and I completely forgot. But look how thick that is. See, that's 3, 4 probably thick right there. So this would have to all be taken down so that this balcony would be available to him. And we just want the balcony. The sides can remain, and the ceiling. But to have him be able to look at the town, that is going to be very fun. So let us close the doors for a minute. Oops. And I think it is almost time. Yes, we're going to have to change the furniture. Nothing's really been done here. And thank you, Dylan, for working here. We have a little bit of lag. And let me check something. Did they actually? Yes. So, I am continuing a little bit because of the fact I'm going to go for another 20 minutes of looking at the things. So yes, so we would be taking away all of the stone in front of this area right here, which means these would end up down on the ground, but it's okay. Right in this area, which is going to be really interesting because it's partially behind this piece right here. So the question is, are we going to pull this piece back? And we can actually. See, we can pull it from here, take this entire piece set back, and pull out all of the stone that's sitting in front of his balcony right here. So that is what we're going to do with the week coming up, and that will give him a view, and will actually sort of change this area. And then in this little space down here, we will see if we can fit. And why wait? Why not look now? We weren't going to add anything more. I love that piece of mountain just hanging there, that crag. We weren't going to add anything more see, you can see it right there where we're taking away that part, and you'll be able to see the upstairs of the sifter plant in the same way you can see the upstairs of the builder's offices. You can't see the upstairs of the house, which is most curious. But we're going to continue over here. Yeah, I like the stone mixer. Let's look at them. Let's see what they look like and see if the concrete. It's not stone, it's concrete. The concrete mixer. Oh, pretty. Isn't that beautiful? The moon is rising in the east. And we're going to, once again, did you see that? Who is that? That was either Isaac or Owen, working on their roof, looking at the integrity of the barn roof. And there's the two brothers going to their homes. They live right next to each other, right here. So they both live here. This is where Isaac lives, and Owen lives here. And like we said, Owen, who his daughter Paisley is right downstairs. This is Paisley's command center right here, which I didn't show you all the work that we did on this. This is one of the, it's almost entirely done. We did the living quarters. This is the third floor of the command center, the Ranger Command Center. All the Rangers are being this is the center for all the Rangers, even though they have guard towers set out throughout the city. So this is where Luna and Paisley sleep. These are their quarters here, and this is sort of like a little living space for them. And on the next floor down, we had started to put in some aspects. Oh, wait. So that's that. This is a very odd arrangement. I might have to change this because, see, this is their bedroom, right? And we have the stairs coming up in this room when the stairs should actually go up this wall. But the reason they don't is because there's not anything there. Let's see what happens when we go upstairs here. But I think I don't want them. I can have them able to, nope, I don't want to do this. So I'm going to take these stairs away from here. We're just going to do this right now. We're not going to wait for the week. I want to take these stairs away and close up this wall here because this is their bedroom essentially. And we're going to close this part of the floor here, and we're going to put that in. And then here we're just going to bring the ladder up right here up to the offices, and this is the reason why. So we can close that door, and these are the offices for the command center. Now I don't have any desks in here yet, but this is the space where the offices and the files and all that stuff is going to be up here. This is the one part of the command center where you can see the city through these windows. That is the back of City Hall that we're looking at right there. So this is a very well placed building as far as its relationship to the city. You can look across the way, you can see some apartments over there, Owen in his bed, and we could, if we wanted to, put something on the house so that they have a little bit more privacy. And then they come down to this little seating area, living area here, and then, which means that I'm probably going to have to put a kitchen and a dining room. So I have it looking like this, but I might have to actually put in a kitchen. We could put it down here. This looks like a workroom there with a piece of map in that area, but in this one, where the other hut block is, yeah, we could do a little kitchen place for them in here. So we combined two dwarven guard towers. We changed the flooring and the ceilings, and we expanded them to fill out this space on the boardwalk here, so that it actually filled out all the way to the stone that is on the outside of this building. And there is Paisley, Owen's daughter, and she goes up and checks on him, and she stays there when she is not working. She goes home to her house, and Kevin is still living at home with Leela, with his mom, and they're not chosen, even though she is the mother of Kevin's son. They have not formally chosen each other. So, and some of the secret choosings, where people can't live together, like Leela and Riley, because Leela's a ranger, but Leela works here, and Riley's ranger tower is right here. And so Riley and Leela are not a secret couple. They have actually chosen each other. And Riley helped Leela raise her boys, the cod kids that came in with the first 10 kids. She got 4 boys: Nathan, John, Dylan, and Kevin. And so that might have been how that mistake happened with Christopher, because Stephen, if anyone was going to be living with them, Stephen could actually live there, but because something's going on weird with the bedrooms in here, and because 2 of the beds are missing, they're staying up late, even though there's plenty of bedrooms for them. So let's look, because I find that really interesting. So that is John, and that's Kevin. And John, and Benjamin is here. So there are 4 beds upstairs, or there should be. And if they're not, maybe we need to do something different with this place. So John is Leela's son. Kevin's Leela's son. Benjamin is John's kid. Benjamin is one of the others who came in last, and is John's kid with Paisley, with the ranger Paisley. John the teacher and Paisley, and that is John. John is the teacher at the city prep school. So this is the bathroom right here. Now, I didn't put this bed in here. This bedroom was in here. This bed was actually in this room, and yet they're not using it. And there's John now. And this is Leela. And in this is Benjamin in this bedroom here. And it's so cute, because look at Benjamin. Benjamin's the youngest, and because he is, what is he now? He is, he's the youngest in their family, and I believe, I don't know. I'm going to have to find out. Benjamin, what do you do in that outfit you're wearing? I have to find out. That is so wild. And then Leela, of course, is the builder. She doesn't have a project, so she is lounging in her bedroom. So technically there are 3 beds up here. And there should only be 3 people in this house, but I think there are 4. Let's find out. Yes. So one of these people is sleeping on this couch, this pull-out couch in the living room. We could we could fudge this. They won't go up to the bed, but they're not going up to the beds anyway. And we could add another bed in this room right here. Add another bed right here. We're not adding another bed next to it because these are, yes. So why don't we do that? And yeah, and let's take this. I'm going to find out what job that is in a minute. I'm trying to think about what Benjamin does. So both of these two young people are the oldest people in the place. They have turned out, they have turned out to have the oldest visages. So the way they look like very old people. And that is Gerard, who is actually the composter, the environmentalist. And now Benjamin. And I believe...
Ooh, it is getting hot in here.
Interesting. That's a new thing that person just said. It is getting hot here. Let's come up here and let me... Oh, the glass blower. He is the glass blower. The last two kids. Yes. So he's the glass blower. And I'm going over here and call him to his job. That's what it is. Yes. So, yes, you could say that being an environmentalist and being a glassblower ages you considerably. So there he is. That's Benjamin. All right. So, that is so funny. So, yeah, so that is everybody. And we just sort of by accident found all the other things that I didn't get a chance to show you, and that is good. So do I want to do something about the fact I did? I added another bed. So there's 2 beds in that room, and then there's 2 other beds. So there's 4 beds, so no one's sleeping on the couch. 2 of the men are sharing a room, and I have not done anything hardly to this house except the couch, I think, and the kitchen counters, I think. So I still have a lot that I can do in this house. Yes. These kitchen counters are, oh yeah, they're turned so that this could be a bar, but guess what's missing? There are no stools. Part of Mr. Crayfish, he had these wonderful stools, and those stools don't exist anymore. So STOOL, see, we don't have them. And so that's why there isn't anything there. He did some work in January was the last time that this was updated. And I totally understand if he had a year like my year, it would be hard for him to get some stuff done. So I totally understand, and I'm really appreciative of the fact that there is something of his in 15, and those things are really, really wonderful. So thank you so much. That was a tour of all the things that we did. I don't know whether those new voices were here the last time you were here. I think we had just made the decision to change Sebastian's guard tower so that we could have this beautiful walkthrough to the bathhouse, which Allison did finish, and we have made a decision to have a special hidden stair go up to the bathhouse on our pleasure side, but we have not done the work on that yet. There's so much to do, so much to do. So thank you for being here. Enjoy your games and enjoy watching all the other gamers. I'll be back next Sunday. This is Sunday, City Sundays, and you can find me on Facebook on Sunday, and you can find me on Twitch Monday through Saturday. I have lots of work to do. Bye for now. Bye for now.
Ah, yes.